Good evening. If I were smart, I'd go home now. Greetings, my fellow Americans, and those of you around the world who are tuning in for a riff on Little Diaper Donnie Drumpf. I offer you the following words to help you get through the latest news emerging from my opponent's presidential campaign. Or should we just refer to it as a 9-year-long hate rally? Remember this: my predecessor is so loathed by everyone in his previous administration that when I gave him a quarter to call and thanked the ones who've endorsed him in 2024, he brought back change. My opponent is so dumb, he thinks fishermen need to worry about being electrocuted or becoming shark bait if their electric boats break down in fresh water. He said it, no joke. He's so dense, it's hard to believe his parents weren't siblings. He thinks the word socialism means partying. I really mean it, folks. If ignorance is bliss, he must be the happiest man alive. My opponent is so lazy. When he lived in the White House, he still couldn't get to work on time. I'm serious. During his term, my predecessor spent so much of his usual work day watching himself on Fox News and tweeting about the coverage that advertisers paid him for tuning in. The man went golfing more times in his 4-year term of office than I've gone to church in mine. And I've gone to church twice every Sunday, for crying out loud. I mean it, folks. I don't know if it's his laziness or his incontinence, but my opponent won't even get out of his chair to walk 10 feet to the toilet. During his presidency, he constantly let the serious crap slide right into his pull-ups. No kidding. Speaking of exercise, the only pull-ups the man ever does are his diapers. His farts are so bad, the Secret Service had to stop using gas-detecting canines in the West Wing because the dogs kept having seizures. My opponent's body odor is so foul that the only place people really want to invite him is outside. No joke. He laughed at me for wearing swim trunks to the beach to distract from the fact that he was once harpooned in the Mar-a-Lago swimming pool when a guest mistook him for a beluga. The last time he went to a beach, a news crew showed up to film the crowd of humanitarians trying to tow the stranded whale back into the water, for crying out loud. He doesn't dare to swim in any ocean where whaling is legal. No joke. My opponent is so broke. If wood was cash, he'd be down to his last toothpick. He's probably so in debt to ex-KGB agent Vladimir Putin for under-the-table loans that Mar-a-Lago should actually be called Putin's pimped-up Palm Beach puppet palace. Try saying that with a stutter. I really mean it. He's so broke, the cockroaches nesting in the Mar-a-Lago kitchen bring in food for him and his paying guests. When someone stole his credit card, my predecessor's credit score actually went up. I'm not kidding. He's the only billionaire I know of who's so poor that he's begging people on food stamps to send him their spare change. But it's hard to get through to my opponent's voters. They're either multimillionaires or marks. The former want more fat tax cuts, and the latter, as much as I love all Americans, can hardly be called critical thinkers. Lord love a duck. Who else would vote for a man who already added $7.8 trillion to the U.S. deficit by giving a $2 trillion tax cut to the ultra-wealthiest Americans? A man who wants to cut the wealthy's taxes even more, while threatening to cancel veterans' benefits, Medicare, and Social Security to pay for it all. I really mean it, folks. My opponent's a chump. I'd spend the entire State of the Union address laughing at his makeup-slathered mug. But like the 44 presidents who governed before my predecessor, I have more important things to focus on than crybabies who can't accept their defeats with dignity. We have a country to run. Above all, I see a future for all Americans. I see a country for all Americans. And I will always be president for all Americans,
because I believe in America. I believe in you, the American people. You're the reason we've never been more optimistic about our future than I am now. So let's build the future together. Let's remember who we are. We are the United States of America. And there is nothing beyond our capacity when we act together. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's it. Find me something on this guy. 6 years of digging, and we've got bupkis. Find me anything. Plant some of Don Jr.'s cocaine on Hunter again, for crap's sake. And bring me a Diet Coke. Where's Scavino with my Coke? Someone clean my mess off the damn wall.